Hello, it's Rigo, and like I promised, I want to show you our juicing recipe. So first, this video is going to be mainly about our juice and what we put into it. So I'm going to prepare it. First, I wanted to show you exactly what we use in our juice recipe. So this is our spinach. Full bunch, the whole thing. This is our romaine lettuce, the full bunch. Full stalk of celery. 2 cucumbers. Or if we, depending on the sales, we can do it 1 English cucumber. 4 apples, and obviously depending on the sales. A lot of times we like to do the
Golden Delicious.
The Golden Delicious, but reds do give a lot of juice, so we like those as well. This is a smaller orange. Normally we like a little bit bigger. 1 full orange. We'll be talking about how we prepare that, and the lemon. There's a difference on the preparation, so I want to touch on that later. Normally we do 2 large carrots, but these ones are kind of small. So we're doing about 5 of these. We're going to do a slice of ginger. We're going to do a full garlic clove. So we're going to take a pause right now. I'm going to wash everything, and then I'm going to show you how I kind of put it together. Alright, I'm back. I did is I washed the vegetables and the fruits. I want to kind of show you, there's a few different things I do. I take it apart and rinse everything. Now I do want to mention, as of now, we don't use organic, and you know, we have a large family. Like we have mentioned before, we have 6 kids, and with us 2, that's 8 people. So we juice for 8 people. So if you can see, I got 3 batches ready to go. We're going to be juicing all 3 batches, and with this, because we do so much juicing, the cost right now is not really working for us as far as buying organic. We do want to transition into buying organic products, but when you juice, number 1, you're extracting all the pulp. Now there's a huge difference between juicing and blending. A lot of people don't realize the difference between juicing and blending. If I was blending a green smoothie, say I wanted to do a kale and banana smoothie, which is a great smoothie, I would definitely want organic while I'm doing that, because I am taking in everything in that, which is great for the fiber. But when you're juicing, you're extracting the pulp. The fiber is in the pulp, and all the toxins attached to the fiber. So if there's any kind of pesticides or anything like that, it gets extracted with the fiber. That's why when you're going on a detox or anything like that, they would say, you know, ingest more fiber, because as you ingest more fiber, it starts to cling on to the toxins that are in your body, and you start to rid those. It's the same idea. As chemicals are getting sprayed, it attaches to the fibers of the plant, but when you juice it, the pulp is getting extracted. Along with the pulp, the fibers attached to that. Along with the fiber, the pesticides and different chemicals being used on these products are being extracted. So that's why we don't buy organic right now. Now the pulp itself, a lot of people like to use the pulp. We don't use the pulp. So because it's pesticide filled, most likely, we don't use the pulp. We don't make dehydrated crackers or anything like that out of the pulp. We'd only use compost, which would be great compost if it was organic. But because it's not, we just discard it. Seems like a waste right now, but like I said, eventually, if we can do it, we will eventually buy organic, because of everything else that the benefits of it. Just the nutritional content of organic is a, you know, a reason to go organic, and I'm all for it. If you're a single person, and usually most raw foodists they seem to be one female or one male, or a couple at best, maybe, you know, a family with one or two children. You don't see too many raw food families that do it completely raw and do a lot of juicing that do organic. In fact, you know, I don't think we've seen a whole lot of them, maybe one or two at the most. So here we go. We got the spinach. Like I said, we washed this thoroughly. And the other thing about organics, there's a lot of things you can claim to be organic. The USDA, they will allow you to claim it as organic if you washed it 3 times. So does it mean it's a better quality? Not in that particular one, but there are some organic you know, farmers that do it right. Their soil is a lot more mineral filled and, you know, nutrient rich. So that's the benefit, but some are not. The romaine, I cut the bottoms off, as you can see, and the reason I cut the bottoms off so I can get into between all the different leaves, make sure all the dirt's out, clean it as good as I can. Here's a tip I really want to share with you, is the celery. The celery itself, I cut the bottoms off so I can get in between, but cutting off these leaves is a trick that I use, because there is a bitterness that these leaves seem to bring to the juice, the flavor of the juice. So, you know, just cut the leaves off, and I found that the juice tastes better. So you just kind of go through. You don't gotta, you know, cut the whole thing off. Just kind of pick out your leaves, and you know, get all the leaves off. You know, this whole process for juicing, you know, a lot of people say it's inconvenient, time-consuming, but when you really think about the benefits of health and the cost-effectiveness, if you're just juicing and doing raw food, it's really not that time-consuming if you actually cook at home. If you cook at home and you prepare it from you know, somewhat of a cooking mindset of, you know, preparation with seasonings and different ingredients, it's going to take you 30 minutes to 45 minutes for a decent recipe, and that's not including the cook time for some recipes. So all these are done. Now it looks, you know, just as I want it. Like I said, the cucumbers, a lot of times if they're waxed, you want to peel them. If they're not waxed, you know, a lot of it's getting discarded anyway, so I don't worry about peeling those. The apples, we always core them, you know, in a way that, you know, it just takes the seeds out. The seeds do contain a cyanide toxin to it, so just a simple process of, you know, coring it. There's other cores you can do, simpler cores. You know, I just, you know, do it this way. It doesn't seem to, you know, take too much longer, but it is a, you know, is a process. I would say about, from preparation, it's about a half-an-hour process per batch if you're preparing each batch separately. That's with the juicing. I'll show you our juicer in a minute. Depending on your juicer, it does take more time on a masticating juicer. I have a masticating juicer right here. This is our Z-Star. We use it for our wheatgrass, and I use it for my pomegranate juice when I make that. Like I said, we use our green recipe every single day. This is our core recipe. If we do a fruit juice, it's more out of the bonus of just the taste. You know, once in a while, if I, you know, crave a fruit juice, I'll make a pomegranate juice with some blackberries, and I'll add, you know, an orange, you know, with the pomegranate, and it works. It tastes great. But that's what the mistake is for a lot of people is, you know, when they start juicing, they say it's too expensive. It's because they do a lot more fruit. you know, they're afraid of, you know, of the greens because they're afraid of the green tasting, grass taste of it. But when you go with the greens and you kind of balance the flavor out, it's really not that bad. You don't have to have a super sweet drink, but you want a good amount of greens in there so you can get your nutritional content up. But like I said, most people fail at juicing because they're so worried about the taste. They're so worried about it tasting like a cocktail mixed drink. And this is our ginger slice. This is about what we use. You can use more. It's a great anti-inflammatory product. Now the lemons, we leave the lemon peel on, or actually off. We used to leave it on.
We leave it on.
Oh yeah, sorry. She corrected me. We leave it on now. We used to leave it off. We used to peel it. But we found out by leaving the peel on, it gives it a sweet taste. The first time we introduced it to the kids, they actually thought it was tasted like a lemon strawburst. Now we do peel the orange because there is a different toxin in the peel of an orange. So we do peel the orange simply like this. Obviously you can do it however convenient way you want to do it. I like to try to leave as much of the white on as I can, if I can. But I do cut it in half, even though our juicer will fit it. The reason is because I like to stick the ginger into the orange. By doing that, I kind of stick it in there, because when I do grind it up, I want it to be you know, in the juicer. I want the juicer to have a good something to hold on to as it puts it through. And this is our garlic clove. You know, garlic has been a natural wonder forever, and a lot of people know about it. A lot of people don't add it to their juice though, because they don't seem to see the juice come out. My mom actually made the mistake of, when she juiced the garlic, she didn't see no juice come out, so she kept on putting garlic cloves in. I think she ended up putting like 8 in. Completely ruined her juice. But what I do is I stick it in to the orange like this, so it can have a good grasp when it's in the juicer. Just cut the ends off the, not that you need to, but I just do it just because I like to. So that is our preparation. These are our ingredients. Like I said, there's one ingredient, which is your spinach. The other ingredient, which is your romaine. Your celery. Your cucumber. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Your apples. 5. Carrots. 6. Oranges, or 1 orange. Lemon with the peel on. 6, 7, 8. And then you have your garlic clove inside there, 9, and your ginger, 10. And that is our juice recipe. And our next video, it should be a lot shorter, because I'm just going to show you how we juice. I'm going to show you our juicer, show you how we do it. So thank you for watching.